I mean, like, this is something which you won't get tired of. This is something. This is a sight which is inevitable. The traffic, the signals. Now I see on a constant this thing. Which car are you driving right now, bro?
BMW.
Okay, fine. So I mean, the moment you have appeared, we all have being seated in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing you're always being like you're towing the brake all this while. Why don't you just leave the brake and the car will go ahead?
Yeah.
Perfect. Give it a press to this button, the A. So this is called Audi Hold Assist. What it offers you is like you may put your foot aside. Go ahead.
Okay, it holds.
There you go. So basically for 300 seconds, your traffic jam, how do you tackle that? This is how you tackle it. Now, for instance, I have a Civic for my normal ride. I do not happen to have an Audi Hold Assist. On a normal scenario, I had my files at the back. I had my toe on the pedal. The signal was here for 180 seconds. I turned around to pull out my mobile. I slipped my toe and the car went ahead. Simple. Although no damage is done because we were at the car was parked. So now you technically, even if you put your head behind, pull out a mobile phone, nothing is going to happen because it's on Audi Hold Assist. And more than that is when you realize that how much of a stress you were giving on a regular basis to be on your toes. Is when you realize, because when you're not doing it, then you realize how comfortable it is to be driving a car like this. Now this is going to be a usual sight in an Audi, for that matter. Comfortable, I mean, it's become as minimal as a go-kart for you. All you got to do is accelerate right now and brake. Simple. The moment you brake, the Audi Hold Assist will be put up straight. Sports mode. So the moment you put your vehicle onto the sports mode, this will stiffen up your steering wheel as well as your shock absorbers. They'll get a little tighter. You'll get a better grip onto the road. Yeah, like right now it was really easy. It won't be as easy as it was. Now you're talking performance. Inevitably your comfort is going to go. That's the universal rule. The moment you kick in performance, you're not going to be as comfortable as you were. The comfort will allow you to have a very laid back sort of a drive, very bumpy drive. Whereas when you talk about dynamic, your dynamic will be a little more rigid. When you talk about the dynamic, your fuel efficiency will drop down too. At the same time, the car will have...
What's the average?
On a general day, it's around 7 to 8. Like the company claims a lot more. I'm talking feedback. Take it inside.
Yes, it is.
So we can take a right. If you want to take a U-turn from Ambani's, we can do that too. 3-zone deluxe air conditioning. So for instance, if you would want to be seated at the lowest, while I would want to be seated at the highest, simultaneously you can operate the buttons from there.
What system do you have on this?
It also can be changed with a flat bottom. So these are the add-ons which you can go for. Besides this, the car comes with 6 airbags and leatherette seats. So all the body part which is getting intact with a seat in the front end, for matter, I'm seated over here, the whole front end with the headrest is genuine leather,
right.
Whereas the sides and back and the sides of the seats are in genuine leather. By the time I'm telling you is the reason you can come across it by the feel of it, you wouldn't even get to know about it.
True.
The reason why we use leather in the front is usually when you get into the car, some of the other time the vehicle is parked in like extreme temperatures also.
True. Yeah.
So the reason is in this particular, this is a breathable leather material. So what it offers is no stink or any kind of smell. One, the moment, in case if it's exposed straight to the sunlight too, it is not going to get warm or heated up. At any point of given time, you can just come inside, have a seat, and it'll be pretty much cool. You know, it's a breathable material. Besides, you're getting the panoramic sunroof. I'll just, while we're being on the go. We may take a turn wherever you find it convenient. Yeah.
Come on, you want to take a look at that?
Yeah.
You want to take a drive?
Yeah, I'll take a
वो आगे से ले लो.
This obviously doesn't have a parking assist and things like that.
This wouldn't be having the parking assist.
And it has a heads-up display.
No, it does not have a heads-up display.
A7 has.
A7 does offers you a heads-up display.
In which